If Tinubu can help us to sack Wike, it will help the opposition to bounce back. Sule Lamido begged Tinubu. I repeat, if Tinubu can help us to sack Wike, it will help the opposition to bounce back. Sule Lamido, former governor of Jigawa State, begs Tinubu. Now the question is Wike the problem of the opposition? Now look at this. The former Rivers State governor warned that a fresh crisis could erupt if the PDP refused to acknowledge the zonal congress that elected his ally, Dan Obi, as national vice chairman, South-South. Now, there is this clash between Makinde, the governor of Oyo State, and Wike. Now, some elements in the PDP is asking the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that Wike is the problem. Please help us. Help us sack Wike so that the opposition can bounce back. We have 4 political parties. We have the APC, we have the Labour Party, we have the ADC, and we have the PDP. Like I said, the only 2 relevant political parties for presidency, as we speak, we have the APC and the ADC. The last by-elections, now the PDP believes that with the last by-elections, we are a viable party. Yes, we are a viable party. I don't know how the PDP wants to perform in the 2027 presidential election when they have somebody like Wike calling the shots or trying to cause confusion in the party, and that person is loyal to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. If you look at Southwest Nigeria, most of the states in Southwest and some PDP in Southwest have endorsed President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I know that there are some loyal PDP voters in the Southwest, yes, even in Northern Nigeria, but that would not constitute to the PDP producing the president come 2027. Now, why did I say that the PDP is not a contester when it comes to presidency? Now, you have a party. You have a Wike that his activities sent an article out of the party, sent a David Mark out of the party, and many other top guys in the PDP out of the party to go and form an ADC. Now, the likes of Babachi Lawal, Saraki, and Sheyi Makinde, who were allies before, like Sheyi Makinde and Wike were allies before, they are in the PDP. And these people have sympathy for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, except for Babachi Lawal. I don't know about him. Now, how can the PDP produce the presidency? That is why I said the PDP, in the equation of people that are going to produce a presidency, that have the capacity to win elections, 2027, the PDP is not part of it. Now, let's look at Wike. Is Wike the problem of the opposition? I can say yes, Wike is a big factor when it comes to opposition, especially the PDP. Why do we have the ADC today? It is because of Wike. You can say Wike. I was arguing with some people. They told me that Wike is inconsequential. I told them that don't underrate Wike. Now his alliance with the APC and Tinubu made us to see a state of emergency in Rivers State. You can see how they reduced a governor to a PA. How Tinubu reduced a governor to a PA. It tells a lot. Even the Fubara self, it doesn't look like someone that is interested to come back again. He has been boxed. He has been put in a capsule. So if the influence of Wike or the activities of Wike, if you look at the drama that happened in Rivers State, it tells you a lot about how Wike can be able to become a problem to the opposition. See, for 2027, I have told you before that you look at who is the head of the executive. The president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is the head of the executive. Who is the head of the legislation? It is Akpabio. Who is the head of the judiciary? My own personal observation, it is Wike that is head of the judiciary. That is, if I am in an exam hall and I write it, you can fail me because that is my point of view. Now, when you look at 2027, like I told you, you see all these INEC commissioners. Now they are recruiting professors that will become the returning officers for 2027. And as a professor, if the APC under Tinubu is recruiting you, you understand that normally a corrupt system, there will be terms and conditions for whatever you're going to do. I'm telling you, they called the Fubara to Abuja and they did an agreement. That agreement they did is not part of the constitution. You understand how politics is being played. So even with Wike is in charge of that aspect. I'm telling you. You see Abure going to meet Wike. It tells you a lot how powerful and how strategic the man Wike is. Don't underrate these guys. Don't underrate Akpabio. Don't underrate Wike. Don't underrate Tinubu. These guys are tough and terrible guys. So if the president should sack his reported best performing minister and somebody that is very, very instrumental when it comes to the 2027 elections. Like I told you, on Tinubu's mind, all he wants to do is to complete 8 years. And Wike is one of the persons that he needs to have in his camp when it comes to politics, those that play the dirty politics. Look at how Wike was able to rig out the Labour Party, who got a lot of votes in Rivers State, even when they were supposed to win the governorship. Look at what Wike did. Some governors were saying, how did you do such a thing? Man, come and tell us how you were able to. People died in the elections. So these guys are ruthless. These are the people the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, wants to be in his camp so that they can muzzle everybody they can muzzle and also they can get re-elected. So if the North or Sule Lamido is begging Tinubu to sack Wike, that is a misplaced priority. I don't think the Tinubu, well, maybe he's just like doing comedy. Now, it tells you a lot about how Northern Nigeria is being relegated when it comes to politics. Now, if you're talking politically, powerful men in politics, today, people that are powerful in politics, at least from now to 2027 and 20, even beyond, if Tinubu wins or not, at least these guys have shown how powerful they might be. You see that Wike of a person, he was able to hold down PDP even under Buhari's regime when they even decided to take the state from him second term. Just that Buhari was not that politician that could play dirty or was interested, maybe was not interested in taking over Rivers State by force the way Tinubu would have done when he was Buhari. You saw how he defended the state. Now, between Atiku and Wike, who is supposed to be respected in the party, I think Wike should be respected because Wike weathered the storms. Reportedly, allegedly, Wike used Rivers State funds to take care of the party. I'm telling you, to take care of the party, did a lot of things, created a lot of friends. Even Tambuwal's friends, they betrayed him. Maybe one of the reasons why he's fighting like a wounded animal is because of the betrayal. Maybe the betrayal. Some of the things he wanted, the thing, his aspirations under the PDP. Even the last election, Wike was supposed to be, whether he's a vice president to Atiku, the betrayal and everything got him. Yes. So as we speak, Wike is a factor when it comes to Nigeria politics. See, if you can abuse people, your abuse is not tantamount to the influence. Wike, I was speaking to some PDP members like last year. We were saying, who is Wike? Atiku will do this, Atiku will do that. And I asked them the question, when Atiku abandoned the PDP, who now held the party? Who was, now only Wike get problem. Not only Wike, he go appoint chairman today, go sack chairman. Are you not asking yourself that question? How is this guy able to do it? Secondus did what is that? That's Northern chairman. I've forgotten his name. How is Wike able? You should sit down and just this Wike. Now him leave PDP. Now him they work for Tinubu. Now him chase Atiku and go away. Now him they brag. Now him reduce Fubara to not. Wike even said that if not for Tinubu, my own is to remove Fubara. Wike have boys in Rivers State. His boys are in the APC, but he's in the PDP. He's in the PDP. He's calling shots in the PDP. This is their convention, November 15. He said if they want more crisis, he wants his allies to be part of the PDP. His own ally. He has allies, both north, south, and east. The whole Wike has allies, both north, south, and east. It tells you a lot about this man called Wike. He's a very, very wicked person, but you cannot take away the fact that this guy is a politician. How is he able to elevate himself in Rivers State politics to the extent that he's much more influential? There was a video of him negotiating with the APC. if I join the party, what is in for me? We thought it was a playful video. This guy don't they come with in comedy again. It was playful. All of a sudden, he's appointed FCT minister. From there, everything changed. This is a politician that understands Nigerian politics. I'm not telling you that Nigerian politics is the best politics for an average human being. Nigerian politics is dog eat dog. Dog eat dog. You see, Northern Nigeria begging Tinubu to sack Wike. It tells you the level that they have descended. How can a PDP, a party, because they said the other time anti-party activities, they take Wike to court now. Northern Nigeria, now they start all these shenanigans. That's why Wike gets so many evidence to hold them for their broadcast. They did a convention in Calabar, and because of the maneuver politics, so that they can produce an article, they just push the convention aside. And that convention produced, is it not Dan Obi, Wike's ally? And they want to do another convention. He's insisting, yes, South, Dan Obi is my ally. He must be there. Wike Makinde, Babachi Lawal, all of that. They say, no. And that is the reason why there's a clash between Makinde and Wike. Now, come to talk of it, these politicians are coming together. To what end? Maybe they are looking at how they can resurrect the party. They can get some positions, Senate, House of Rep, and other things, because PDP staff, they are the second majority in the House. How they can get all those thoughts intact. But if it's presidency, I don't think. Because I don't see a Wike working against a Tinubu. I'm telling you. See, Wike as he is planning for 2031. You go shock to say that Wike feed be the vice presidential candidate 2031. Maybe Ribado and Wike. There's nothing that's not possible. Or you see, why the more Nigerian politics is, the more you look, the less you see. So whatever that's going on in the PDP, my brother, you cannot stop a Wike. Tinubu cannot sack his best performing minister. These guys are politicians. I don't know why we are not too experienced in the politics, Nigerian politics, will see it that it is a former governor of Jigawa State, Sule Lamido, of that influential person, will come out and start begging Tinubu to sack Wike. Just maybe his beg will just make Tinubu sack Wike. It tells you that how desperate Northern Nigeria is when it comes to all these things. You cannot sack Wike now. If he's Sule Lamido saying he go sack Wike, somebody that is, Tinubu, if he sees loyalty, he rewards loyalty. He sees a Wike as somebody that can't be loyal. He sees an Akpabio as somebody that can't be loyal. He doesn't see El-Rufai as somebody that his loyalty can be tested. I'm telling you. Even Wike to join the APC now, well, you know why? Some APC elements don't want Wike to join the party, because if you enter the party, you go easy in performance and loyalty, outperform every other person, and be in the good books of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because that's the kind of politics they play. So as it is, when you talk about top influential politicians in Nigeria today, Wike day, I'm telling you, Wike might be, when it comes to Nigerian politics, Wike might be much more influential than a P2B. Today, as we speak. If Wike is being presented as a candidate, and with the way P2B is running the whole Obedient Labour Party thing, and Wike and Obi, they are put side by side with today's reality, with all the systems that we have in place, with all the corruption and everything that we have in place, Wike is going to beat a Peter Obi. Not in a free and fair elections. If you're asking for free and fair elections, Tinubu will not even win an election in the first place. But we are talking about with the way Nigeria is being structured. Let them play the politics. If Wike comes out in a party and P2B comes out in a party, you'll be shocked. Are you not shocked how PDP performed in the last by-elections and how both El-Rufai was beaten in Kaduna? Atiku, his own boy Fintiri, was beaten in Kaduna. And also, the next person, Obi, was defeated in Anambra State by Soludo. You can't even compare Soludo to Obi. So when they say politics is local, and most times you need to have a grassroots appeal. You need to be sure that from my constituency, where my base is, people are intact. And you know that those people that are in power, they use money to buy loyalty from their grassroots. You know, every now and then, you see empowerment, they'll come, they'll give them 5,000. Rapper, those ones now to the, like, make them feel belonging, that these guys get out for mind. One or two things, they just carry one or two persons from their constituency, maybe they become PA. All those kind of things, political things that happen so that the people, they can maintain their grassroots. Yes, politics. So, whatever it is, I know that the PDP, there's a plot to destabilize that PDP. And that PDP becomes irrelevant as we speak. Now, the only two parties that can produce the presidential candidate of Nigeria is ADC and APC. There's nothing we want to do about it. Labour Party is another smoke screen. They are trying to push out Abure. Today, this one, Nenadi is the authentic chairman. Tomorrow, it is Abure. They are interpreting this, they are interpreting that. This one interpret tomorrow, that one interpret tomorrow. Everything will just scatter. PDP will be one of the tools used by Tinubu to undermine northern Nigeria. That PDP, most northerners are then the PDP now. I'm telling you. For southern part of Nigeria, only Makinde for your Ibadan. They have loyal voters. You know, one thing about politics, it will get to a point in time whereby it is not about party anymore. It's about interests. Where you are coming from, your interests. Yes, we from here, we don't care about party. This person is the person that we want. It will get to that point. Because APC and the kind of politics they are playing will make everybody restructure to that point. Whereby if we are voting with somebody that we know, and we will create a pressure group around that person. We don't care of the national appeal. It will destroy, APC will destroy this national politics after this Tinubu. I'm telling you, if they win President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he goes scatter something. No? If they remove President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I tell you, say, him go scatter something. If he continues, he goes scatter something. It be like, say, his aim in this life is to make sure that Northern Nigeria is irrelevant in politics. That national politics. Because Northern Nigeria will allow the Yorubas control that national politics after Tinubu. I've said this before that Tinubu may be Nigeria's last president, or Tinubu may be Nigeria's last Yoruba president. Because the mindset of an average Northerner, you see this Sule Lamido, he was blasting Tinubu the other time about Nadeko, about democracy, what happened, Tinubu this and that. These people actively are fighting against themselves because of power. He wanted to become the Senate president, but they push him aside. Him and Oji Uzokalu. The Tinubu factor did not see them as people that can exhume loyalty. For Tinubu in politics, loyalty is very important. It doesn't care. Capacity can come second, but loyalty is very important. They believe that if you are loyal, they can put you through a system, their own system of criminality, a system whereby you can be able to do some little achievement. They believe in evil geniuses. Yes. People like Akpabio, he looks like a loyal person. He's a loyal person. He has that loyalty. Of course, now when you get case with EFCC, you could calm down, you become loyal. When you don't even get political base, your people say from Akwa Ibom, they don't even send you. All this one that Governor Eno is doing, PDP is still strong in Akwa Ibom. So you have to loyal. We can say, if something happen, if Tinubu no day, if something happen, the people the enemies we have created, my brother, is much more than, I've never seen anybody that have enemies like Wike in Nigeria today. There's no person, no politician that has enemies home and abroad like Wike. So Wike has to be loyal to a Tinubu because that lifeline is getting from Tinubu, my brother. Okay. And the funny thing is that Wike cannot join the APC because Wike in the APC will help the PDP organize themselves. So PDP has to be a dead party for Tinubu to emerge. If Tinubu emerge, whatever the agreement is, now then know, he and Wike, now then know the agreement. And if you go back to factory setting and status quo, a whole Wike is able to push Atiku out of the party, send all of them packing, and they went to form an ADC. They are not able to contain the excesses of Wike, this element. And you tell me that Wike is not a politician. Wike almost won Atiku in that primaries. Wike almost won. It was this 9-minute betrayer from Tambuwal who he called his very good friend. He sponsored a lot of politicians in northern Nigeria. Wike has been playing that politics with Rivers funds, reportedly. He has been playing that politics for a very long time. He have been building their bridges. Wike has that popularity in northern politicians. This the acting chairman of the PDP, where is he from? Most of the people that are supporting Wike, the factions that are supporting Wike, where are they from? Are they not from northern Nigeria? They're from northern Nigeria. And you wonder, how is Wike able to pull all these stunts? So the APC saw this quality in him, and they went for him. My brother, if Wike were to be Jonathan, 2014, 2015, no amount of Buhari will bully him. If Wike were to be Jonathan, he will play the politics. APC will not go enter power. But Wike, who was speaking against the APC, shouting APC na this, APC na that, APC na this, he can't say the things don't change. As a politician that he is, he can't say, he be like say, I go change you. He be like say, I go do this and that. Even the Labour Party at the point in time went to consult him, seeking for his support. Because they know that this guy has something. One of the biggest mistakes that the PDP did was not including Wike in that their political formation for 2023. If they included Wike in their political formation, my brother, they will have gone a long way. Now the PDP don't lose Akwa Ibom, they don't use Delta State, they don't lose River State. Now these 3 states, the money where their money, most of their monies, even not 40%, they contribute to the 40% running of the PDP during elections. They don't lose that area of money. So now this ADC now, how they want to run them? Atiku go spend tire. You know, Nigerians now money mongers. Atiku go spend tire. May God help Nigerians.